We just had breakfast and we are motoring out from the dock. As you can see, it's a really beautiful and very calm morning, and today we're gonna head for the Coster Islands. I think also because it's so calm, I'm gonna try my new spinnaker for the first time. Well, it's not a new spinnaker, but it's new to me and to Tilda, and the previous owner didn't use a spinnaker, so she lacked a bit of the blocks and the settings for it. I haven't mounted downhaul yet, but in this very light wind it will work perfectly anyway, so I'm really curious to see how it looks. I really hope it's good. I think so. I actually traded this one for a Gennaker that I didn't have any use for, so I'm excited to see how it looks. And it also has this, I don't know if it's called a sock in English, but I've never used one with this before. It was, I think, the slowest setting of a spinnaker that we have ever done, but I'm happy with it. It's the first time I really see it. I just took it out in the hall in the winter. It's not new, but it will definitely do for Tilda. Well, we had a good spinnaker sail for a while in a really nice downwind, but then the wind completely died, and we were keen on getting to our destination. The Coster Islands is mainly two different islands, north and south, and we decided to stay in the south side. There is several small harbors, and we had a little bit of a look around before we decided to stay at Kyrkesund, one of the smallest and more basic places, which suits us really good. Those islands are also free from cars. There is some golf cars around, but otherwise everybody rides a bike. So it was finally time to use our bikes again. We had carried them around for a long time and not used them so much, so it was really good. But even if you come here and you don't have your own bike, there is hundreds of bikes for rent everywhere, so you don't have to worry. And biking around is really a good way to see the islands. It's not far to go anywhere, and you can easily see all the places in one day if you want to. This is the most westerly islands in Sweden that has still all year round residents. And even if only 300 persons live here, there is even a supermarket. But to many people it's a summer's paradise. There is also actually public ferries that goes here, so you can get here even if you don't have your own boat. We decided to start our tour by heading for the small fishing harbour in Brevik. There's been quite some days now that we think is the last sunny, nice weather, but it did came a little bit of rain for maybe like 15 minutes, but it seems like we are at the perfect place all of the time. So you can hear the thunder now just a little bit from here, but we have blue skies and the sun is shining and life is perfect. You can see how dark the sky was just a little short while from where we were, but it stayed there and we had sun for the entire evening. A huge part of the islands is a nature reserve, and there is more than 6,000 maritime plants and animals here. The archipelago around the Coster Islands is a national park, and many species is underwater, so they have even made snorkeling trails under the water so you can have a look. While we were enjoying the evening, the Norwegian couple in the motor yacht next to us told us about another nice place, Alaska. So the next day we went here. This place was built by a Swedish woman that 26-year-old left Sweden to be a gold digger in America. She returned home while she had this island as a heritage from her father, and she tried to build something out of all the impressions she had gotten through her life. In the 1950s there were around 30,000 visitors here each season. Now it was just us, but that was not bad either. I don't think I've seen this much flowers in the entire summer. It must be so much work keeping all of this like that. This place was so nice to see, and we decided to have a barbecue in the beautiful surrounding. I hope you liked this episode and those two places as much as we did. And if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can now also support the making of those episodes by buying me a coffee. That is super helpful. See you next week!